What is up, guys? Mega Matt here with another pickups video for the month of June. Once again, I'm using my new phone. It's got better sound quality and a better picture. However, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can mount it somehow so you guys can have the same view like you've had when I've done pickups in the past. I haven't really worked that out yet, but when I do, the video will change, but until then, I guess you guys are going to have to deal with that. And I apologize for my shaking in the video. There's all my colored N64s, in case you were wondering. The only one I'm missing is Pikachu Edition. But enough of that. First pickup I'll get into was a Facebook deal I did. However, I did not get the deal in time, apparently. But I asked the lady if she had other video games, and she said she had an old N64 with some games. So she said she thought it was a colored N64. So I got really excited and told her to send me pictures. But unfortunate, it was not a colored N64. It was just a standard gray console. Nothing crazy. It just has a jumper pack in it. So that was kind of disappointing. It did, however, come with a gray controller and then a atomic purple. But the games is really what made this deal. And this first game I've never seen before or heard of her in the wild, but this is Mia Hamm Soccer N64. I'm guessing this is uncommon. People that go for complete sets are probably looking for that game. It doesn't go for very much, but we got Rugrats Scavenger Hunt, Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, which apparently was Brad's copy, so Original Mario Party, Mario 3, and then the last two games, which what sealed the deal, was a complete in box copy of Paper Mario, and like these boxes are really nice. There's kind of a couple folds in them. They stick out a little bit, but awesome shape. And then this one I think I'm gonna keep for my collection. That's Mario Party 2 box copy. It's just awesome. So we kind of talked about a price. She said she took these to GameStop and they only offered her like 75 bucks for everything, which is kind of a kick in the face. So I had to go over that, obviously, to make her, give me the deal. So all that I got for $100. So $100, is kind of a lot of money, but not a bad deal for what I got. All right, so moving on, I found a couple things at Goodwill. First off, this is a just power cable to a PlayStation 1. This was $1. And then I was looking at the games and was kind of shocked when I saw this game sitting on the shelf. But we'll get to it in a minute. But I got a copy of Shadow Hearts, and this game alone goes for like 50 something bucks, around there. So I opened it up. There's no manual. But unfortunately, I don't know if you guys could see the disc. It looks like there was a sticker on there, and the sticker's been torn off. Now, I haven't tested this, but I've asked a couple people, and they said usually the disc won't read if the art on top of the disc is peeled off, because the laser reads it differently, or it can't read it. So it's kind of unfortunate, but however, it was only $1.99, so $1.99 for a Shadow Hearts case, I guess, isn't terrible, right? But not bad, in my opinion. Next, I got another Facebook deal. Some guy was selling some PS3 games. He wanted $5 a piece. I messaged him right away, and I got probably the best ones out of the deal there. But I could have sworn I picked up 4 games and not 3. I don't know. Anyway, so these are all $5 a piece, and I just had this in the last video, and I was talking about how I wanted it for my collection, but never find it for a good price. But here it is for $5. Alice Madness Returns. It is complete, I believe. Yes. These discs are in fantastic shape too. Um, got a copy of Catherine for the PS3. Nah, this is like a puzzle game, I guess. I've heard a couple things about it, so I'm intrigued to try it. And then this one I wanted for my collection, and it still goes for like $20, and that's Demon Souls for the PS3. And it's basically like the prequel to the Dark Souls series. It's made by the same people, I believe, and it plays just like Dark Souls, so it's hard as hell. Like always, those games are annoying. And then this pickup, this was a surprise find. So I was at Meijer. I don't know if you guys have any Meijer grocery stores. They're kind of like Walmarts. They sell groceries, they have electronics, clothing, all that other stuff. But I was in the video game section, and I came across this Switch game that was uncommon, and I've never found this out in the wild. And they did a Metal Jesus Rocks, a YouTuber, did a video about this, and as soon as he does a video, it seems like the price of the game goes up, or whatever he finds, people just run out and go searching for it left and right. So I didn't have any luck finding it, but I found a copy of Darksiders for the Switch, and you're probably wondering, why did I pick up a Switch game, and especially Darksiders for the Switch? Well, this is a misprint because the spine on this game is black, and then the artwork wraps around to the side there. I don't know if you guys can tell. You can kind of see it. But this is the only Switch game with a black spine. And people are saying, oh, it's super rare, it's super collectible, but it goes for, maybe double what it sells for retail-wise. But I just thought I'd pick it up because it's unique. Something you don't see, especially on a newer age system, like as the Switch. But I will get a Switch one day. I am, I have probably like 10 games for the Switch, and I don't have a Switch. So I need to jump on the ball with that. So hopefully if they come out with a remastered one, or not remastered, but like a updated version. I heard there was going to be one with maybe like a better resolution screen on it. I don't know. They haven't really announced anything as of yet. So anyway, moving on. Getting into PlayStation Vita. I got a PlayStation Vita last month, and I've been enjoying the crap out of it. I've just been playing it a lot. And I'm going to visit my sister in Albuquerque, New Mexico next week, and I plan on taking the Vita with me to travel and play on the airplane. But I've been picking up games left and right for this system, and they're kind of hard to find now. The Vita is going out of style. They're not making any more games for it. So I think it's getting a little more collectible as far as collectors-wise, or just people grabbing games. But yeah, anyway, I found a couple of these at GameStop. Like, GameStop still has like small, very, very small section of Vita games. Like, check your local GameStop. A lot of them are just the game though. It's hard to find the art, and I don't think any of these games have manuals. There might be a few, like one or two games that have manuals. If you want to know more about that, go check out my friend TJ Kitsune. He has a complete collection, a Vita collection as of right now, as far as Vita goes. There is a company called Limited Run Games that is still releasing Vita games, but he has every single game that has been released for the Vita. So go check him out if you're more interested in the Vita, or the Dreamcast for the sake. He's got a complete Dreamcast collection as well. I know, he's freaking crazy. Anyway, so at GameStop, I went to a few GameStops, didn't have any luck. I actually ended up traveling about 45 minutes to a city in Janesville. It's north of here. It's in Wisconsin. Went to the GameStop at their local mall, and what I was looking for they didn't have, but they had this instead, and this was one I wanted to play on here, and that's Silent Hill Book of Memories. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I haven't really been Haven't started this yet, but it looks interesting to me, so. And then I was in Beloit. I just showed this, but anyway, I was in Beloit, and which is further south towards back home in Wisconsin, and they had a copy of Terraria. I don't know if I say that right, but it's kind of like a old school 16-bit game. Looks interesting. Haven't tried it yet. I got this from a guy on Facebook. He only wanted $5 for it, which is awesome because this game I think still goes for around $20, and that's Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. I believe you play as a girl in this one. I haven't played. I played Assassin's Creed 3 on the PS3. I wasn't too impressed with it, but I know they just came out with a remastered version of it. But I believe this is like a side story. I'm not too sure about that. But anyway, at my local game store, they had they bought some new Vita games in. So I picked up quite a few of them. I picked up 3, and then I was in there last week and I picked up 1 more. So I got 4 from my game store. And this one, which I guess is like a rhythm game, don't really know much about it. Like I said, I had to call my buddy, the Vita collector guy. I don't know what, but anyway, this is Persona 4 Dancing All Night. It's an Atlas game. Yeah, it's like a rhythm game, I guess. So I thought I'd give it a shot. This next one, I didn't know this was actually on the Vita. I have it for the PS3, but it's nice to have this on the go as well. And this is the Jak and Daxter collection. It has all 3 Jak and Daxter games on it. So that's pretty cool. This one I haven't played a lot of, but this is kind of like, I heard this was good. It's kind of like Call of Duty, I guess. I don't know. That was cheap, so I just picked it up, and that's Unit 13. And then the last game, which was what I've been looking forward to play on the Vita. Started playing it. It was pretty good so far. Really impressed with it, and that is Uncharted Golden Abyss. So pretty freaking awesome. So yeah, Vita game score. A lot of Vita games I've been getting lately. And then probably the best pickup of the month, which is the last pickup. So a guy listed, he had a Super Nintendo with a bunch of games. Really blurry pictures. I could not make out a lot of the games. But one game in particular, I knew what it was. He was asking $120 for everything, which is kind of steep. But you'll know why when I go through all these games. However, the system was all the stuff he gave me. It smelled like smoke, which is unfortunate. I did get the smoke smell out of the games here, but the system I got, it was really messed up. It was broken. The power plastic piece was busted off. It just the top shell was all cracked. I couldn't do anything with it, and like I couldn't even salvage it for parts because I opened it up and it was disgusting. Just smoky and just crap. It's like it's been sitting around. He said it'd been sitting around forever, but I saved all the games. I got all the smoke smell out. I tested most of them. They all do work, so that's a good thing. So we're just gonna go through them here. There's quite a bit of games here. The first one, which can't make out, is Pinocchio. It says PPG on there. I don't know. We got a copy of Miss Pac-Man. Copy of Paperboy. Darius Twin, which is a good shooter. Mortal Kombat. Some of these labels are kind of messed up too. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate, that's a good find. This game's getting harder to find now, more collectible. Cool Spot, it's got a good label on it. We got Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, original copy of Donkey Kong with kind of a sun-faded label. Got Donkey Kong Country 2. We're getting to the better games here. red cartridge, Spider-Man Venom Maximum Carnage. This is really what do you call it? Collectible game. People are looking for this, obviously, because of the new Spider-Man movies that came out and everything. Got not one, but 2 copies of Super Mario World. I don't know why I had 2 copies. Maybe one didn't work. I only tested one of them and it works. Turtles in Time. That's a good one. Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, another good game. And then these last 2 are probably the best of the best here. We've got Super Mario RPG, Legend of the 7 Stars. As you can see, the spine is kind of got the label damage. And then this last game, which I saw the spine of it and only a fourth of it I could see, and it was ripped on top. And this game has the most label damage. It's unfortunate. It kind of sucks, but on the same page, you don't find... I've never found this in the wild. The only other copy I had, I got from my cousin, because he wasn't playing it anymore. But even though, despite label damage, a copy of Earthbound, as you can see, it kind of stinks. I mean, the label itself is all there, but the top, the spine is missing. As you can see, there's a big chunk taken out. But you know what? For 120 bucks, all those games. It did have 2 controllers. I did end up saving those. I have those, trying to get the smoke smell out of those as well. But yeah, that's it for this month, guys. So pretty good scores in my opinion. Don't know what next month will lead to. I did pick up some stuff, so we will see what that happens anyway. But I appreciate you guys watching, and until next time, take care.